A father convicted of molesting children is going to prison. Good evening, I'm Hal Clement. This is a story the 10 News I-Team has been following for a year now. This afternoon, Henry Parsons Jr. was sentenced to 6 years behind bars. Angry people protested outside the courtroom, saying more needs to be done to protect children. New at 6, I-Team reporter Lauren Reynolds joins us to explain how the defendant's family is reacting to the news. Lauren?
When we first reported this case, it was a he said, she said. The courts treated the case as a battle between an ex-husband and ex-wife. His ex-wife's concerns over his behavior were ignored until he was arrested for molesting his young daughter's friend.
Mr. Parsons, sir, your acts in this case were certainly reprehensible.
Judge Robert Kearney had harsh words for Henry Parsons Jr.
Exactly this type of conduct that is a nightmare for parents.
Parsons was sentenced today to 6 years in state prison for sex offenses against children.
Certainly have earned every day of this sentence.
Parsons admitted his crimes in May, and the I-Team was there as he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of sex with a child under 14, 1 count of child molestation for annoying a girl under 18.
Children's lives have been ruined. Their families' lives have been ruined.
Joyce Murphy is Parsons' ex-wife and the mother of his young daughter, Sarah.
It has been 7 years of personal hell.
As the I-Team has reported, Murphy kidnapped her daughter to keep the girl away from Parsons. She was concerned about his sexual fantasies involving little children and nightmares from his time in the Vietnam War.
I was told that I was trying to alienate my daughter from her father.
In May, Murphy testified before an assembly committee to speak about the legislation needed to protect children from predators like Parsons.
He wouldn't have even had the chance to molest the girls that he molested if family court had just listened to his own daughter.
Outside the court, Murphy's supporters protested the family court system, saying more needs to be done to protect kids from abuse.
It's much easier to blame the mothers than to hold the abusers accountable.
Murphy wishes Parsons' sentence was longer. Still, she's relieved he's going to prison.
I wish the children had not been damaged, but I feel vindicated at this point.
But not everyone agreed with the sentence.
He is not a monster, as previously stated.
Parsons' other ex-wife, Deborah Hicks, says they raised 2 children. He's a good man whose emotional breakdown led him to molest.
This is not his true character.
Originally, Parsons was accused of molesting 1 child, but the investigation led to 2 more victims. Joyce Murphy, who was prosecuted for kidnapping their daughter and then only allowed supervised visitation for years, was finally granted full permanent custody of Sarah. For the I-Team, I'm Lauren Reynolds, 10 News.